Marijuana is now legal in the
Yes.
state of Texas, 100%? No, it's not, sir.
Well, it is
No, it's not.
if it meets a certain threshold.
Okay, that's going to be your burden because he's tested positive for THC, and we're not going to open the door for everybody to show up high because they're saying, "Oh, I got this. This has got to be legal marijuana."
Well, but there is legal THC in the city of Beaumont. That's all. I'm just trying to point that out. The conditions of bond states that he cannot break the law, but there's not a condition that states he's not allowed to use legal substances. And I've spoken with him. He did use legal marijuana. It's available at the store. And that's
I'm not going to have a hearing on that, but I will have a hearing on it. But his bond is revoked right now for testing positive. We're going to stand by this. I know you want to make a big stand on that because of your presentation, but marijuana, THC, is not across the board legal. It's not. And you can't just say, well, we're going to test positive here and I got to get out of jail free card. And I'm going to drive around town. I'm going to leave here, get in an accident, kill a bunch of people, and then test positive. And then they're going to say, what idiot judge let you loose after you had tested positive here in court? That's it. But if you want to write your name and say, I'm responsible if he goes out and hits some people when he is testing positive here on the test, and I'll accept responsibility for all of that. The point of the matter is if somebody goes out and kills some people in a car wreck and it tests positive, nobody's going to be laughing about it. There's nothing funny, especially from yesterday when we had decapitation of poor victims. Decapitated in a car wreck because the guy was intoxicated.
Right.
Whether it's alcohol or other substances that can foul up your abilities to act responsibly. People, it's not funny with what we have to deal with. There's nobody saw those pictures and think there's anything comical about someone who can get into a 4,000-pound missile and drive around high. If you're on bond, why flirt with trouble? That's just the foolish. Don't get near that stuff. Even if you think it might be legal, if it's going to be testing positive, why go through this? But I'm going to stand by the tests. But you can beat the rap, but not the ride. I think is a terrible statement because I don't want to take the ride, even though it might be. But that's just right now. This is still they're still navigating, trying to figure out how to sort all this stuff out. And until they do, why would you even float with the trouble on bond? It's just not a wise thing to do. It's like playing Russian roulette. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. I'm doubling those two 5,000s to 10,000. So you're going to have to post another bond in each of those two cases. That is a $10,000 amount. Anyway, that's what we're going to do on Mr. Hernandez.